would ask me how my day was going, I'd be like, not good. Boris Johnson's gonna ruin England's economy. And then my dad, with love and disappointment all mixed up in his eyes, would say, Michael, don't you have like friends to go outside and play with? But in reality, if you read in between the lines, he was really saying, I wish I never undid that vasectomy. I recently went on a run with a friend in Toronto. Running in Toronto is a lot like playing an iPhone game. You know, it's like, avoid the homeless man. Oh no, there's dog shit on the ground. There's toddlers in the way. Kick them over. I've noticed recently, at least like in this last decade, like the steroid community being so vocal nowadays. You know, most people. Sorry, let me back up. Sorry. You know, steroids are very vocal. People do steroids now, and they're way too vocal about it. Because I thought it was like a taboo topic. You didn't want people knowing you were shrinking your balls to make your biceps look a little bigger. Now people come up to me at the gym looking like their mom shoved 30 pounds worth of creatine up their snatch. And that thing is now asking me if I ever consider getting on the gear, bro. And I'm just trying not to have a heart attack while on the elliptical. And they look like they just shot off their 8th cycle of anabolic spouse abuse. I don't like going to the mall. I can't stand it because I realized when I take foot in that cesspool of greed, gluttony, temptation, I turn into Shaq playing for the damn Celtics. I can only do like 5 minutes in there before I have to go to the bench. You know what else makes me want to shoot something up? School! I went to a Catholic elementary school, and I know what you guys are thinking. Don't worry, I was definitely molested. No, it just meant to have like a few true believers as teachers, like real Jesus Christ lovers. And one of these teachers was Miss Smith, like real piece of work she was. She kind of looked like a mix between a white, wet noodle dog who humped a soggy wooden plank. She was always trying to convince the students to believe in Jesus Christ, and like one of her reasons was, you can't see air, but you believe in God, right? Oh, sorry, you can't see air, but you believe in science. And actually, like, over her hand and felt air go through her fingertips. Now, everyone can see the flaw in the argument, right? Because if somehow I was able to take away your faith, you wouldn't all of a sudden be in the name of the Father, the Son, and the... I just want to quickly shout out everyone that came to a show where the comics paid the most to be here. It's great to see so many people come and support their friends and family. I have people here. I quickly want to shout out two. Yeah, I see you wave. I quickly want to shout out two people in particular. My friends Josh and Keaton. I love those guys. I've been friends with them since childhood. It's weird having friends since childhood because one moment you both are playing on the swing set, so cute. The next moment you're both in your 20s and he's saying he bought a swing set for his bedroom. If you don't get that joke, you are far too young to be here. Okay. People ask me how I can be so unbothered with what's going on in the world right now, or even with past tragedies. And it's pretty simple. It's Mr. Bean. Let me explain. 9/11, not funny. Pretty bad. Picturing Mr. Bean on the plane, pretty funny. The JFK assassination, not funny. Pretty bad. Picture Mr. Bean holding the sniper rifle, pretty funny. The Epstein list, not funny. Picturing Mr. Bean being the only one on that list, pretty funny. All right, thank you. I've been Michael Masson. You guys have been great.